take it back about, I don't know when. Okay, I'm gonna start from Quicksilver's point of view, as he made the clan. And if you don't know who Quicksilver is, well, that's good for you. But Quicksilver was a guy. He's our original leader. He made the clan back in, as he says, summer 2012, which doesn't make sense because he was hanging out at a server called Battle Pyramid, and he had a friend called MPG Mario, and he ended up being banned on that channel after he made the clan there. So he decided to move it to PO. And at the beginning, there were no requirements. There was no channel.
So you
And
were the
I
first
guess
member who joined, right?
no, I was.
Okay.
There was a couple other guys.
So there was other
Um,
people who co-founded it.
well, yeah, but once I joined, it really started getting bigger. I guess I was one of the earlier members
Hmm.
because I joined around the time that we made the first forums, and then it started getting better. So I was recruited in a battle where Quicksilver was watching me, and I guess nothing much happened. They didn't have forums back then, no channel, so it was basically a bunch of guys with hero clan tags, right?
There was no
And
requirements.
just no requirements, and Quicksilver would just come into any member's battle and ask if you wanted to join, and I said sure.
Hmm.
And I guess we recruited a lot. And then we made the first forums, and if you guys want to know what they're called, let me find. It's heroclanforums.proboards.com, and they're pretty shit.
When did those start off?
Honestly,
Like February?
like I joined January 28, like late January. That's when it started, and I joined maybe early January, mid January. I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember how Tape and Warpstar got into the clan?
Oh, I'd have to check the members list. I don't even know if I know Tape was pretty. Maybe March. I don't. I have to find his name. 'Cause
Okay.
we actually had quite a bit of members.
Yeah. Also, I
Like
would I would assume that you would remember
I
like
remember some of the earlier. I remember some of the earlier people. You probably don't remember. There's Erukun.
I,
Uh,
I remember
no.
Link. Link was one of them.
I don't. I
I
can't
think.
remember. I remember Erukun and Norden. There's quite a bit of other of us
What
mod
about Aura?
guys.
Aura started when you started, right?
Aura, Aura Aura was even before him, but he never was. He never really came to the channel. He didn't really hang out that much, as I can remember. Here it says Warp Star wasn't even that active on the old forums.
No, he
That's the
wasn't.
thing. So no, not at all. He joined around late March, and I remember he. If I can find tape, tape also wasn't too active. Yeah, he joined late March, so I guess that's when the shit like we started getting better players. Around you guys remember Stargazer
Yeah.
was it was the clan started getting better. You know, we got Golduck, we got Tape, we got Warpstar, we got UFO, we got Acer, Stargazer. There's a
Oh
few
yeah.
people,
So
and
then I
then
guess
Limp.
I didn't join in February. Then I joined like in May or something like that.
Yeah,
Because I don't remember any of them until Tape recruited me like in May or something, I guess.
yeah.
I thought it was in February. Wow, okay.
So yeah, if you guys, there's this one other guy called Undead.
Oh
He was
yeah.
also pretty early joiner.
It was like an insane little kid. I
Actually, he said he was 18 years old. I
no.
watched I watched one of his videos, and apparently it's his brother. Which You know what? That doesn't make sense to me. But
No, he's like a little kid who played.
yeah.
I don't know. Didn't he get into trouble too? Oh yeah, that was like later on with Lynn. He got into a big thing with Lynn.
Uh,
When did Lynn join? I guess it was Golduck who added her, right? No, Lynn added Golduck.
you know how I found Golduck? I recruited Golduck. I was serving Mute and Mute City, and then we were just fooling around
Like,
there, and it
what is
asked,
that?
and I Golduck.
No, what's
Mute,
Mute City?
Mute. It was like it's when you get muted, they send you to a channel where you can only that's the only channel you can talk in.
Okay.
Oh, that's where I met him, and we started fooling around, and I guess I asked him to join the clan, and he said sure.
So it wasn't Lynn.
Lynn joined March 9th, according to the old forums, but no posts. It says it's a male on these
Ah.
old forums. Huh, that's weird. I never actually bothered checking that.
You should have checked a long time
Yeah,
ago. It would have avoided a lot of the things that happened afterwards.
yeah. Wow, that's funny. Uh, Okay, here I found an old thread about the first time we created our channel around the beginning of March.
Oh yeah, who did those videos? Were just Gazer and Warp Star, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then we we really looked. I made a server beginning of April, but that was pointless because
Wasn't that server because of Quick?
no, I made that server. It
Oh
was useless. I just wanted to experiment. It was pretty
man, I don't
interesting.
know when I started then because when he started advertising that, I was already into
Really?
like I guess like into the whole clan
I
thing
made
because
it.
like he kept on saying it and I was like, dude, that's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to find you when you joined. It's
It should be like in May because when the new forums came up, I remember joining like ASAP, like really
You're,
fast.
it says Stupid Gaming, so it says you joined April 20th.
So maybe I joined then, but I
Yeah.
remember the only reason I know that I
Oh,
joined,
and
yeah,
it even says male on your profile too.
yeah. Didn't I start off with Photoshop?
Yeah, you started with
Yeah, you
Photoshop
see,
and slash avatar,
yeah.
and you
So
had this weird signature with Pikachu
doing the
doing the
thing, the
thing.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird because I remember like in college, I remember sometimes I would like be studying like the metagame and stuff like that sometimes. Um,
Hmm.
so that I guess I started off in April, but I remember like in February I started off because that's when I met Kara, and she was the one who told me about PO. So maybe I was around for like 2 months and I wasn't known. I don't know.
Well, I found a thread on December 10th, 2012, as the latest thread.
Didn't you guys also had like a league?
Yeah, we had a league that never got. If you want to see it, I mean,
Yeah, I remember
it's a
because that's
bit.
how I got the name.
It was it wasn't really a good league because it's not like our league. It was a tier league. So I had a Trips gym, Tape had an Uber's gym,
Yeah, everyone
someone
had
had a
their own
Challenge Cup
tiers.
gym. Yeah, sort of disorganized. Now when I
Yeah.
look at
I remember the forms weren't like really that used. And the only one that
it,
I saw in there that I was like, "Whoa," was you because I remember I saw you wrote like admin or forum admin or something, and I was like, "Whoa, he's like one of the top guys."
okay.
What? Well, anyways,
And
but
I guess we just started really just chilled on our channel the most, and that was some fun times from let's say I don't know March to whenever just summer 2012 was great, and then a bunch of people left, I guess, but that's something that happened
yeah,
later.
Like
But
everyone joined really like in March and stuff, right? But then everyone was just talking. Like I remember
oh, it was so
when I
fun.
met Ash, I was like, what is this guy saying? Like all these weird things. And then everyone was like coming up and saying like their own thing, like, yeah, I did this, I did that. I was like, oh, this is chill. Like this is really fun because everyone's just like talking about dumb things and stuff.
And then Ora Disciple decided to come, and he made the first wonderful forums, which I can't remember what they looked like.
He had Lucario and
Yeah,
they
I,
like
right.
tribal like the tribal tattoos. It was like Lucario and it said like once a hero, forever a hero or something like that.
True, true. And forums, I think I was one of the first people who joined, and that was start of June. Uh, mid-June. About mid-June. That's when the forums were made.
Okay. Whoever's
And
eating,
I, yeah,
Alan. It's like so loud.
It goes on.
This is
Oh,
wait,
Alan eating. I heard him. He's like,
when did
mm.
Alan? When did Alan even join? I can't remember when
Don't
he
like
I don't
joined.
remember.
I joined like 5 minutes ago. Then I went to get some crunchy nut cereal.
No, no, we're saying
Who
when
added
did you
you?
join
Yeah.
the
Oh, I don't know.
clan?
He
When did you
doesn't
join
even
the clan?
Oh,
remember.
wait. I think Quicksilver recruited me in like June-ish time.
No
All
way.
right.
You were here before me though. That's it.
Oh, was I? I don't really remember back then though. My
Oh.
memory's not too good.
Yeah, he was like, didn't you tell me that
I
he
mean, if
was
you
like he
guys
wanted an
check out
NU player and he saw
yeah,
you and he's like, whoa, this guy knows how to play.
if you guys really want to go check out the forums, just go check it out. It's
All
pretty
the old
funny. They're
forums.
absolutely horrible.
I really want to go back and check him out actually. Cause like there's a lot
I
of
can
old
go
players there.
Yeah, no, blink,
here. I'll
link the old one, the old forum.
yeah. I can't post it on my phone since I'm on my.
That's fine. Post it later or something, I
I'll
guess.
post it in the updates thread or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
Um, who who was the one who brought Ash in? Because I don't
hmm.
remember that at
Oh,
all.
I'm just gonna look. There are a bunch of new introductions.
Because I remember he was in Panda's channel, and apparently Panda's channel, like a lot of the people from there moved to Hero. I think. I don't know.
Panda.
Yeah, PNDA.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
Well, Soda, I found your introduction
Oh, mine?
on 420. That's when you wrote it.
Very good.
On 420. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird. I would never. Hmm.
April, May, of course.
Yeah, my introduction was on in September, but I didn't make one as soon as I joined. I wasn't really part of the clan at first. I just kind of joined, but didn't really do anything.
You
Just
talked
went
a lot, I remember.
maybe
Why does it
when
say
around when you joined, but at first I wasn't.
Okay. What are the forums
29?
called again? Hero Clan
Okay.
Forums. Dot pro.
HeroClanForums.proboards.com.
Okay. Sweet,
So,
thanks. Oh my god, these. This is pretty bad.
Yep. One time I accidentally turned them all pink. It looked horrible. I can't remember what day it was. I think it was some breast cancer day somewhere, and I decided to put it pink.
these are so.
Why?
Or was it? Or maybe it was like wear pink at school day at my school.
Oh
And I
my
was
god, no
like,
way.
you
Well,
guys.
think at school. I'd never heard that day.
It looks like Golduck recruited Ash mostly.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, there's actually a 50 and 51 in OU. That's pretty interesting.
What?
And look, the first clan mascot thread, you were
What was?
telling it was you said Lucario or Escavalier?
I should have a lot of
That's
currency.
literally what you said in the first one because heroes are
The
knights.
question?
The first one was Lucario, the second one was Escavalier, which is the one that we have now.
Yeah. Am I late? Yeah. No, no. We're just starting. No, don't worry. There's nothing much that you missed.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're like, so we kind of skipped like Quicksilver's way of getting the clan started in PO, and then
Mhm.
we're talking about the forums, the old forums. We're like looking at it and stuff. It's weird.
Now, white.
Mm.
Yeah, the new forums look totally better than this, but
You compare our forums, our current forums, to anybody else's forums, they're just beautiful.
well, that's the thing.
Honest.
So when I started doing the theme forums, I looked at remember the clan called Crystallian Guard? I don't know if they're in
Mhm.
No.
Cerebi anymore. But they were from Smolgun, I think. Their clan tag was CG or something.
I
And
think I remember
yeah,
guys.
their forums were really nice. Really, really nice. So I looked at that and I was like, man, I have to make something like that. But then I saw that it was like too long. It was way too long and too elaborate. So I was like, I'm not doing that much, but it should look like really nice. So, um,
Mm.
oh,
I
this
don't
is
know.
weird.
Since our forums right now are just really elaborate, we've used them. They're more developed than the old ones.
Definitely. Oh my
I
god, so
mean,
look.
look at some of the first introductions.
I know. Look at a post that Quick wrote. He said, "To me, it doesn't look like many hero members actually PM each other, but that's just me. Tell me if you do or if you don't." It's so funny because we have that like going on a little bit right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I realized today that there's a lot of Spanish players in Hero, and then I started talking Spanish, and I was like, oh my god, we're missing this demographic or something.
Okay, well, I guess we can start talking about new forums once we create new forums.
Oh,
No.
It,
let me see these rules. That's pretty funny. No photograph. Um,
And they spell allowed wrong, so that's great spelling.
let me see if I can find the. I want to read the rules. This is so funny.
There's
our
one.
hero.
Oh, here we go. I have it.
Did we have any clan wars before? Oh, first clan war and first win against. Oh, I won against someone in a clan war. Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, let's look at the clan
DLP.
wars.
It's just go to first clan war or future clan wars.
Okay, sweet.
It
Clan
First,
doesn't
war.
say tier.
POP.
Of course, Quicksilver lost, but whatever.
Ah, so this is the first clan war was against a clan called DLP,
Yeah,
and none of them sound like people I
it
know
was.
now. I'm like talking, and then like I hear Alan munching.
Purple peanut.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Um, yeah. So I guess that was the forums. I don't remember too much of it. Let me see if I have any like posts that I did. Maybe it'd
I
be
think it
nice.
was you tour.
Oh yeah,
That
I did write
didn't
a
work.
post. I wrote, "How old are you? Be honest." And I replied to what or something like that. Wow. So this is weird because I wrote the first post that I ever did, I guess, was to find out how old people were. And because I thought like it was weird that I was playing or anything.
Holy crap! I made a style sheet and everything for this old OU tournament. What the hell?
Purple duct tape. That was old tape. Or
Purple duct tape was.
who was that?
He's some guy. He has a YouTube channel, and yeah, I follow. I don't know why I'm still subscribed to him, but he plays Yu-Gi-Oh now, and he's some sort of big, pretty big guy, and he's showing his deck on his YouTube channel. And that's what he's doing now. But he was some guy that had some sort of weird anger management problem or something, and then one time he went off and sort of got pissed at a bunch of people, and
Why?
I can't really remember. He was friendly to me though.
That's weird. The only one I remember was Goat. Goat left really early, and he put like a post up on the new forums saying like, "Oh my!" Like you compared Pokemon to like drugs, and he said like, "I'm taking too much heroin, which is the same thing as this." I don't know. He was weird, and then he just left, and then I found him again, which was pretty funny.
He left almost immediately after I joined.
Ice Arceus. This is pretty bad.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that
Your
was pretty
Pikachu's scaring me.
Pikachu. Oh yeah, that was
That's just scaring me. Like, creepy.
that was from one of the Eagle Raptor shows. I don't know, but I liked this picture. It was pretty funny when I saw it.
I'm just now getting around to looking at the gym leader thread, and I must say I love my badge.
Oh, you're welcome. I thought you were talking about the
Yeah,
old
I
one.
got a badge. I didn't even get a badge.
Yeah, I was gonna make all. Listen to me, okay?
Hmm.
That's so cute.
I was gonna make everyone's badge, but then I realized
Yeah.
we were missing one gym leader. So because I didn't want to wait for 8 gym leaders, I decided to make you an Elite Four because I'm not gonna be the Elite Four anymore. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but I made
It's
you a
Can't,
been
banner.
can't we
long.
still have badges? I want a badge,
That's a
Ari.
pretty sick banner.
Oh my
The
god.
banners are sick. Banners are pretty.
Hey, Alan.
Because I mean, I could have done them if everyone was a gym leader. I guess I
I don't
could
need
be
a
one.
badge. I don't need a badge.
Um, I still have to make like a trophy for the champion or whatever. But I gotta make the signatures next. Signatures are gonna look pretty sick, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good idea because I was
For
looking
what?
for Drayden, like a picture of Drayden, and I saw this awesome picture of Drayden, and I was like, oh man, like Alan's gonna like this one because I always start off with Alan for some reason.
Ah, yes. It's the right choice.
Yeah, because because if I put someone else, he's gonna complain and be like, what about me? Come on. So
Well, Alan's such an A. That's why he starts it up. Only thing
Why did we have 42 guests on the old forums?
42 guests on the
people,
old ones. Man,
people too tired to sign up. Too lazy.
It's like 40 guests. It's like
it says 68 guests.
yeah, 68
I
guests.
guess people are just like logging in and out. I don't know. Um. Oh man, this is good. I like looking at this because it's just it's nice to just see like everyone just like talking in the beginning.
What? Wait. Last thread started on March 21, 2013 by Dean of Doom. Hey guys, greetings from Germany. I just joined the clan.
Oh my god.
What?
Some guy just
Hello?
posted introduction on the
Oh, God.
forum.
Wait, hello?
That is sort of sad.
I
And it's
don't.
been read 12 times. So,
That's pretty funny.
I. That. I just.
Ah.
Wow. All right, so I guess we should move on from the forums, even though they're freaking cool. I see the user bars. You made like this flat flameterous picture. It's pretty dope.
you know,
That looks pretty cool. Um, and then what happened? So then after we made the new forums and stuff, I don't remember much, to be honest.
you know,
Who's someone shaving in the background?
That's
Beastly, Beastly, that's you.
not me.
Yeah, it is.
buzz
I'm
noise,
spinning a chair.
honestly.
Or Cold Fusion.
Who's doing that?
It's either one of the two. And now
I'm
it's
looking at our introductions thing. I'm looking at our introductions thing on the new forum. Half of the people who made introductions on our new forums are now guests.
oh
If you
yeah,
look at it
because
more
you
towards
know what happened. So Layson gave me this dumb idea that I passed through. He said, "How about you delete all the old posts because no one's posting anymore?" That way we can know who's the old people, who's the new people, because, you know, forum activity, blah blah blah. And I ended up deleting like a lot of posts and a lot of people that were in the
Yeah.
clan. Um, but I mean, I guess it's like whatever now, because
I mean, they're not coming back, clearly.
I know, but I guess it's like for like to look back and see like everyone's introduction. I don't know, but it's interesting that I started off in the old forums, the first forums, putting that I was a male and everything.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
where's your post?
my post was how old are you guys? Because I was really concerned that I was in the wrong place. I was like, I don't think I should be doing this really. And then
We're only 13-year-old.
yeah, so far like everyone was telling me they're young, and then Humby PM'd me and said um that he was 23, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's fine then, I guess.
Yeah, you're not gonna get some like weird 20-year-old.
Well, I thought it was weird
So bunch of
because
13-year-olds.
yeah, it's freaking weird because I'm old and stuff. So I was like,
I was pretty young, but I was like one of the youngest
I think
back
so,
when.
yeah. And then someone else took your place, I think. Undead, I think, took your place with he was like 12
Undead.
years old. Yeah, he said that he was 12 years old.
He told me he was 18 the first time I met.
Dude, he's
Hmm.
12. He made that
I,
video. He's
I thought
12.
he sounds like he's 12. Yeah.
Exactly. It's not his brother. There's no lies like that. Um, and then when did Layson join? Because I think that's when like things started getting
Hmm.
crazy, I think.
Chris 7 came before. Chris joined before Lacen.
Oh yeah. I think
Is
it was
Lacen still?
Lynn then that started everything. Yeah, but you see, it's beastly. You're shaving, man. It's
I'm not.
okay.
That's my air conditioning.
You're shaving.
I'm not. I don't have any facial hair. I'm really not.
Okay.
I don't shave my skin.
It's valid excuse.
Okay, who's making the buzzing noise then?
That's my air conditioning.
Oh,
Your
okay.
air conditioning
You fooled me. Turn down
shaves.
your AC. Jeez.
He's like shaving his legs. He doesn't want anyone to know.
Yo, just put ice under your shirt.
um. So yeah, then Lynn joined, and then
Lynn started doing stuff and talking and fucking with the Golduck.
yeah, I didn't know about that actually.
What did they have a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a thing.
Didn't
They're
you
like, oh,
see
what
that?
is he doing in California? And shit like that.
No, the other day when he came on, didn't you see that I told him like, dude, he's a dude. He got really mad. He was like, "What? Don't tell me that. Come on, man, don't tell me that." Apparently they had a thing. They were talking a lot and stuff. Um,
Like, I remember Golduck would always say to like jump fences and shit.
Golduck
I'm like,
jumped fences. Why?
he would go out with his friends and like jump fences or something. I think it was he was talking to him, so I don't know.
Oh.
Anything to impress the lady,
Oh my
which is a guy.
god. I can jump fences. And then I think after I found out she was a girl, then I was like really confused because I was like, what? She must be like this fat, lard-looking girl. Like, no offense to the girls who play anything, like Pokemon or something like that, but in the majority, they're like these, chubby-looking girls, not as attractive.
Yeah, that's generally not.
Yeah. So like when I found that she was a girl, I realized I was like, she's probably like this Mexican chick who wants to get away from her friends and just like wanna.
I I just wanted to. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, whatever. Girl's a
Dude.
girl.
Oh my God, you must have not have.
Unless, of course, like you can tell who's not a girl. Like, was it Mia Halls with that picture of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hot chicks?
Wait, who's
Like yeah,
that? Mia Halls?
I don't know
it
who it
was. I
was. They
forget.
were just
It was
pretending to
some.
be a girl though.
Oh.
It's like I'm horny. I become on. I turn on this alt or something like that,
Oh yeah, that's
so that
fucking
people
weird.
talk to me.
Who's the little kid again? Who's a porn star?
Aurist.
Orist.
Oh my, I can't even. I
What?
can't get over it. How is he a porn star?
I didn't think so either. I was like, who? It was Ingo and Orist, and I was like, Orist, and he's like, yeah, the little kid. I was like, what? What? The little kid. Um,
I've
but
never
yeah,
met him.
huh?
But, but yeah, thanks to you and Lynn, Ari, I now believe there are no girls on the internet.
Yeah.
You should begin to think about that in the first place.
About to say, you probably
Actually,
should have thought that to start with.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
know. I was a bit naive at the start, but now I'm hardened by the internet.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
It has ripped away his soul.
oh, I'm so sorry. It's that Twitter had people who were girls, and because they put up pictures and they can do the same thing as PO. And I always thought that there was actually like girls in the internet then after that. But I didn't really think about Lynn.
after
Like I
that.
thought about like Lynn as like this fat chubby girl, so I was like, it's okay, it's whatever. I was like really concerned because I was like, I'm really old. I'm playing a kids game with people I don't know. Like I was contemplating like even doing this or anything.
But then Quicksilver hit on you and stuff.
Well, okay, so
He sort of did.
Quicksilver didn't hit on me or anything like that.
Just
Like no
saying,
one
bro.
really did actually.
Just doing. Except for World
Nah, come
King
on.
was
Did
there.
anyone hit on you? Come on, Ari. You can say.
No, because the thing is, I played the even though okay, here's the thing. In reality, Claire is very slutty. So anyone who hits on her, she will like appreciate it, but not even give him the slightest look again. But then with her, like I kind of took the role of I don't know, like a power female figure. I don't know, like like those sexist girls who play like who play like video games, and they're like, oh, girls can play video games too, blah blah blah. I took that role basically.
Sorry.
I, I don't remember you ever being like for girls or saying stuff like that.
No, I wasn't. So here's the thing. So when we started, when what's his name? Aura started the forums. Um, wanted to be a gym leader, and the only gym leader I thought was freaking awesome was Claire because she was a dragon gym leader, and I thought she was pretty cool. I think. Yeah. Um, and then after that, like people were like, "Oh, you spelt the name wrong." I was like, "Yeah, I know, because I like using this name. I don't want to use the other one." And then from there, I just kind of just took the name because everyone thought like, oh, it was Stargazer. I remember that day. He was like, I don't know. He was like talking about like something dumb. I guess he was like making fun of me playing UU because I was really good. And I was like, well, I beat you, and I'm a girl, so you got beat by a girl. And and then I got after it from there. I guess that's how it started. I don't know. I was like really mad. He like was annoying, like really annoying. He was like
Star
sarcastic.
Stargazer was a pretty good battler,
Yeah, exactly. But he was super
but
sarcastic, so I got really like annoyed one day because I didn't really think he was playing around or anything. Um, and then I guess that started it off because I started using gym leader Claire,
yeah. Hmm.
and then after that, people started joining as admins, like
I
or
swear we had like 20 admins, like
we had like
100
five or six
monitors.
admins, and I was like, what? This is ridiculous. But then I thought like, whoa, this is so cool. Like people have like these powers, these privileges, and stuff like that.
I have the power.
So yeah, like I don't know. I thought it was like pretty cool. Um,
What happened during summer? I was like,
oh yeah, you weren't
all-
here,
I
dude.
was, I was.
That was the best time because Lynn was having like a bitch fit all the time,
Really? Okay,
all the
explain to me
time.
that. I completely missed that. When
Okay.
I came back, I was like, "What is this Lynn incident? There's some guy,
Oh
this
yeah,
person
that was
slammed
later though.
and
That
some
was way
cat."
later. But basically, what happened was Lynn got power hungry. Like as soon as someone gave her admin, I don't know who gave her admin.
Quick.
I think it was Golduck. No, Quick didn't actually didn't give her admins. I think it was Golduck, and she got like really power hungry. She was like, "Oh, like stop being so annoying." Like because like Ash was there at the time, and Ash wasn't like he was being himself basically, and writing 50 Shades. She would get like really mad and kick people out, and
50 Shades. I think I remember that. Yeah, I remember 50 Shades.
then like Would You Rather's, huh?
It's pretty good right to do so.
Yeah. So, and the other thing was that Lynn, the guy Lynn, was trying to be like like the same thing as me, who was like trying to be like more protective towards women or something. I don't know. To be honest, I didn't get into that too much. I just didn't want people to disrespect me or anything. So that was basically it. Um, and then I don't know, like a bunch of people joined, and then I remember the Groudon, Warp Star's Groudon or whatever.
Growl is Groudon.
Yeah,
Let me
but
just
in the
clear it up right
video he
now.
said like Gruden or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was the first time I saw the YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like we should start making videos there. And then I made a video there.
And then that should have gave it away.
It
Us,
pretty much gave it away, but
that should have.
oh my God, Alan, you're breathing so hard on the mic. Um, what was it? It gave it away, but I also like I was trying to do like an accent too. So like
Yeah.
the noise
Yeah, I
my
thought it
I
was weird as fuck.
saw,
That video, I didn't even know what was going on. You
I,
had like the music
there
like
was
super
a haunch
loud.
crow in
oh
it.
yeah, I did.
I think there was a haunch crow.
Yeah, it
Was
was a
there?
haunch crow. It was the
That's sick.
video of this dude was supposed to sweep me with a haunch crow, and I
And then he
predicted him or
overpredicted
something.
on Raikou, and you won.
Yeah, and I went crazy on that. Ah, but then what else happened? Then Goat left. Then Lynn got more annoying, and
What was the Lin incident?
oh yeah, so after a bunch of people joined, I don't know if when did Crobat join?
I
October?
remember Crobat.
No, it was
I'm
September.
I made a channel called Breloom is the best, and I didn't register it. And someone called Crobat came in and registered it and became owner, and I got sort of pissed. I think that was Crobat.
I actually did not do that.
Okay, okay. Well, it was someone called Crobat
Well, it
who
does
took
sound
my
like
channel.
a good idea.
So when did Crobat join?
I joined in September.
Oh, okay. Was Granbull already in?
I remember
No,
Granbull.
Okay.
I remember Granbull from another clan. I think it was Pwn Granbull.
Yeah. It was in Poland. Um. So then I guess the Lynn incident. What happened was
Noob, you're kind of causing an echo.
yeah.
Okay, I'll move my phone to the other side.
Okay, sweet. So is it good now? No,
I'm
it's kind of echoey. But anyways, um.
gonna
So
lower this.
let's see. So Lynn was in the chat, and I wasn't there for it. I think like I kind of missed what happened. And then I got back on. I think it was like what was I? I think it was a moderator at the time or something like that. Um, because of Lynn. Lynn gave me moderator, and then Tape and no, not Tape. Undead and some other dude named Chrome got on Lynn, saw a picture of Lynn, like air quotes Lynn or whoever this girl was, and like someone drew like a penis on her.
Like a regular like drawn penis or like
Yeah,
a real.
and then like it was just like blowing out its stuff on her face. And she got mad about that. She got like really mad, really upset. And I because at the time I thought she was like a real girl. Um like I took it as a big deal
Yeah.
because I couldn't find who it was. So I thought like I didn't know who it was. On
Who was it in the end?
we don't know.
Huh.
Till this day we don't know because he never came back. Whatever this guy's name was, Lava Shane or whatever. and
Oh, he might have came back. We don't know.
yeah, I don't know who it was because I thought it was Layson, and that's what
Oh.
Layson got into a
Crobat's
big
back.
problem because of that.
Oh, Layson getting into trouble everywhere.
Yeah, because you know what happened? So like I always, I played Doug after that because what I did
Yeah.
was because I didn't want to be online, I had a bot working the PO server, and then when I came back, I saw like what people wrote, like I had like little highlights of like what people said and stuff like that, so I can find them. Because I wanted to find out who it was. I was like, that's like really disrespectful. This person should have like go through and uh and like disrespect
They
someone.
should go to hero jail. Jeez.
What is Monopoly?
You okay? So Gramble, you want a quick recap?
So
Um,
Crobat is now what is he? Not Chewbacca. What did we decide Crobat was?
What?
I'm Chewbacca.
What? No, this is not the right call for that. That was yesterday.
Chewbacca.
Ooh,
um,
what was going on yesterday?
oh yeah, yesterday like because Nick became leader, everyone started referencing Star Wars. I have no idea.
Okay, yeah. Who? Nick started that too, though.
Yeah.
I missed the
So
call though.
Ash was Photo's father. So
Yes.
um,
I'm
yeah.
guessing Crobat didn't read all the conversations yet because there was a lot.
Oh yeah,
There's
because
too
I
much.
had
I
a
just skip
conversation
it.
about my ex-girlfriends. So
I
like it took for
Don't even bother.
don't bother. Um, so yeah, I guess a quick recap. We finished talking about Quicksilver moving to BO. We talked
Huh.
about the forums, the new forums, how people got in, like Tape, Warpstar, and right now we're up to Lynn because
I
Lynn
know
Lynn
Afro.
is a big deal.
Yeah, Afro came in like I don't know. Lynn came in like 4 months later, according to Quicksilver.
Um, yeah,
I know when she came in.
Actually,
April
call
like
and we
mine.
April or something.
late January.
The 8th of January.
Late January.
So
That forum.
2011 summer is when it started. So that was like yeah.
Heck, I do not. I believe Quicksilver has a horrible memory because he told me he made the forums 2 days after he made the clan, but he himself only joined the forums on the 28th of January, which does not make sense. So I think he maybe made the
Maybe he had the form maybe he had the clan somewhere else and then he moved it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He said he had the clan on Battle Pyramid.
Okay.
What's a battle pyramid? Is
It
that
was
like
a
an alt?
it's an old server, and then he got banned on Battle Pyramid. Then he went to so
Well,
then he started recruiting, no requirements. Then I joined January, made the forums. Things started getting things started rolling.
And the old hero was formed in April
Yeah.
dun dun
magically.
dun.
Yeah, like by March we had a bunch of new members, and then April, May, June was it was old hero times, and then summer.
hmm
I wasn't really here that much during the summer because I was in Serbia.
Which then Warpstar became the owner. He
Yeah.
became the leader of the clan. Um, so yeah, he became the leader of the clan. He didn't really know, and then I told him like, yeah, people look up to you, man. And I think after that he was like, no way. And then he like I think he started to like stop coming on.
Yeah.
And then the Lin incident. So
Yeah. And then someone drew penis on Lynn, and that's Lynn incident.
yeah, basically, and then Ash like kind of promoted it too, like, oh look, and and so yeah, so then I was trying to find out who it was, and I was messaging people because I was like, okay, it's not this person, it's not this person, not this person because they were there that day. So then I spoke to Chris, and then I was like, well, that's the thing. The person who was on at 10 p.m. and I didn't think like I don't know, like I was just thinking like it has to be someone who really didn't like Lynn. So people thought it was Chris. So then I went to Chris because okay, I don't know what it was, but I guess I'll kind of assume Chris and Golduck kind of had beef, I think, because Chris was talking to Lynn and Golduck was talking to Lynn, and they both thought she was a girl, and they were both like flirting with her or something. I don't know, but I think that's what happened because
Oh, the amount of pathetic.
because Lynn started like I don't know. I think she was like kind of saying like it might be Chris, it might be someone like that. No, because Chromas, the name Chromas was from Chris, so she was like, "It's Chris. Oh my god, I hate him so much." So I went to Chris. I spoke to him, and he said it wasn't him. And he had an alibi or something. So I was like, okay. Then Layson, I was in school and I came back and I saw a post he put saying, "Oh yeah, like thank goodness I drew that picture of Lynn. It was so awesome." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh my god, it was you. Why? I don't understand." And he got a lot of flack. No one liked him. Everyone hated him. People didn't want to hang out with him anymore. And then Layson got like kind of depressed, I think, because he went from a hero to a zero kind of thing.
Aw.
so
Did there.
so yeah, that's basically the Lynn incident. I just kind of just ended it after a month
No.
because yeah, I mean I ended
It
it
wasn't
Oh, is
because
that recently?
yeah, because it was
It's like
Wow,
September.
Lightheart's banned from LU.
because I couldn't figure out who it was, and I think like I was like, well, if it isn't Layson, then I don't know who it is, and I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. So then I kind of just stopped the bot thing, and let's see what
Time to go
else.
back to using Miss Maggie as my spin blocker.
Okay, we're not. Don't be a Golduck.
Oh,
If
I
you
don't.
get what that
What
means,
else?
you're from Old Hero.
What else happened?
But
So then after
uh,
that, I became admin, right? And then you came back.
yeah, I came back around September. I can't remember when I came back. Like I was always surfing the forums, so I knew that the Lynn incident was a thing. I just never really went on PO that much. I guess I just started school, stuff like that. I remember I started becoming way more active. Was it Columbus weekend or something? It was Thanksgiving.
No, it was
It
Columbus.
was some long weekend for me and a long weekend for you guys in the US.
Yeah, because that was like when everyone started using the forums.
Yeah.
Um, and that's when Seth joined.
Yes, Seth. Seth shit. And then Quicksilver decided to come back.
Okay, but before we talk about
That's
Quicksilver
when it
coming
started
back,
becoming pretty dramatic.
yeah, before that, what was the beef that you and Seth had? Because I think
Me and
that
Seth, that was retarded. Quicksilver. Okay, that was when Quicksilver came.
yeah.
Quicksilver came back,
So okay, I
and
guess fill
then
it in.
Seth was a mod.
So
Seth was a
Quicksilver
mod.
came back. Um, I was like admin or something, and then I was like, okay, I think I should become like the middle ground because I don't want to be like, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to be leader. No, 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 no. I think I was leader at the time, and then I gave it. No, no, no. I
I
don't
think we were
remember.
co-leaders. We were co-leaders.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We were both together. By that then, we
You're
were
both.
like both owners.
Yeah. And then okay, so Quicksilver was doing his bullshit as he always did,
And then the Seth thing
talking.
happened
I don't know what he was saying, and Seth was like, "Oh my god, I don't like what he's saying. I'm gonna mute him or kick him out."
because Seth had
And
moved.
I'm like, "What's really wrong with this? You're the only one being offended or whatever by what Quicksilver is saying. So why should we mute him just for you?" So I brought him back, and then you kicked him again, Seth. And so then Seth was sort of getting pissy. He's like, I don't like it. Blah blah blah. Why can you bring him back when I don't want it? And he was sort of trying to overrule an owner's
Well,
decision.
it's not
Gash.
necessarily that only he didn't want it. You also have to consider that it kind of looks bad on the clan when new members come
Yeah,
in and leaders trolling everyone.
but he was the one. He was the only one complaining about it openly.
He
And
was the
then
one complaining about it, but he also had a
Yeah.
good point. Can't deny that.
and then you guys got into this huge fight in the forums. And I was looking at it and I was like, what are these two talking about? Apparently, like it was like a big fight though, because it was like 20 posts long, kind of stuff.
I don't even consider it that big of a fight. You know, I
I
don't
thought it
really
was a
give
fight because you told him like, "Oh my god, get this guy out of here." Like I think that was like your last post, like, "Oh my god, get him out of here."
Yeah, since he was overruling my word too much. You know, like
Right.
he wanted him to be banned or whatever, and he thought he was right the whole time without listening to anybody else. But
Yeah.
that's Seth. When did we?
He
What
okay.
happened? So
Seth
we
started
banned
in
him.
like October,
Yeah,
and then the elections began because I thought it was a good idea to have an election system instead of just, "Oh yeah, this person deserves to be an admin." Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. So I was like, let's put people on and see if like everyone would want to do that. And Seth got into mods, and then after that, that was the day that like he started abusing power, and no one
yeah.
really liked
That's
him
what.
anymore.
Aha. That
Like,
We should also talk about what happened with Quicksilver too.
oh
Like, it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
just
we can do
Seth.
that.
Quicksilver, he wanted to be a leader. Straight up, I want to
Yep.
be a leader. I came back after like 3 months of not being here. He just wants leader. And we're like, yeah, we have this election thing. I think did we have the elections
I think it
or
finished.
what? I think that's what sparked the elections.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
And we decided, we can have three leaders:
dang.
me, Ari, and Quicksilver.
Yeah, we see how that worked
And
out.
and then he was like, no, I don't want that. I just want to be leader, straight up, without having to be elected or anything.
But we
And then
gave
he
him
decided to
we
make
gave him
X.
leadership,
Yeah,
and then after a couple days, I remember it was like a Thursday or something.
yeah.
I came back to my room and like people were complaining, and then Lynn had this whole problem with him because he was being like negative. I don't know, like people like it changed. The way Quicksilver thought about it was Claire sissied them or like raised them to be pansies or something like that. I don't know. Like he used something like that because I don't know. Like I kind of wanted everyone to just be chill, not
Yeah, like it was during March to like
yeah. If it was
summer.
chill like that, I'd have been okay. But then I think there was another problem. That's that there were a lot of new members that didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't get the jokes or anything.
And then a lot of people left too. Like people just couldn't be there.
No, they oh yeah, quick.
Some people like Stargazer left. Warp Star was sort of
Warp Star
absent.
left. Yeah. Um,
Tape was really never there again.
Tape was
He
there.
came
It was
back
like
a time.
December or January he left.
Tape left in January,
Yeah,
I believe.
but he was there. He just wasn't as prevalent, I guess.
Yeah, since he was in Australia.
He's
Right?
only active at night for us.
Yeah. So then we booted Quicksilver out after I kind of just like
Well,
talked.
yeah, he's like, yeah, fuck this, guys. I'm gonna go make a new S awesome clan. It's XO extraordinary. And that's
Yeah, yeah.
some like whatever.
And then Preppy joined that.
Yeah, and
And
then Preppy
Oh
with. You
yeah.
guys want to know who Preppy is? Preppy is a guy who talks about
Oh, you
Craigslist
guys don't know Preppy.
and poop.
I'm pretty sure everyone here knows Preppy. Like,
Well,
Probably not.
when recording this, Preppy is a guy who talks about Craigslist and poop
Yep. Craigslist,
and,
poop,
and
and
boobs.
occasionally sports. Sometimes.
Sometimes boobs, as it says in his
in those
description.
very rare cases.
Yeah, very rare cases. Um, let's see. So then, after we booted Quicksilver out, then the first problem that happened was the multi-clan.
Ah,
Because
this
Golduck was
this
like,
sounds
well,
fun.
I'm an MVP, and I'm an admin, so like, shouldn't I stay or something like that? And then Lynn was like, no, like we should keep everyone pure hero because no one wants like a doppel or whatever in the clan. And then I was just like, well, let's just let multi-clanners in because we
You don't get
would,
like nurse.
Yeah, because like we would have lost like a lot of people, and then also I was like saying if they join a clan, we weren't gonna know. They could join a clan in another alt. It's easy, so I didn't want to make that too difficult.
Yeah,
So
that was
glad
like one of our first good meetings that we had, or was it before? We
that was like one
had
of the
one
first things we
before
talked about.
Quicksilver, I think. The
Yeah,
clan meeting.
it was like
Yeah,
it
but
was like
that was one of the first meetings that
yeah,
we had.
and then it was Quicksilver. Then it was that, and then we had one about Hero Mexico because there was a hero in Mexico, and they wanted to
yeah.
collaborate with us, and I wanted to do it because they had a lot of OU players. So it worked out okay for me because I knew Spanish, but then it didn't work out too well because no one else knew Spanish. Like it was
Yeah.
literally like a segregated group. Spanish people on one side and everyone else on the other side. So
So
I
it's
think
basically
like
America. There, we're done.
that sums up everything. And then I don't know what happened. I think we just like ended it because
Yeah.
I kind of
I
just
remember
like didn't like the idea
Skype
anymore.
calls. We had some Skype calls with some of the Mexican people. Bulldozer
Yep.
was one of the guys in Mexico that
Well,
did
that's
some
my new
stuff.
role.
World
Fine.
King started off there too.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
World
pretty
King.
funny because there was a Skype call we
They
had.
were pretty old.
A very old,
And World
yeah,
King, ooh, players hot.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I have a
yeah,
wife.
yeah. He was
I
so
remember that.
mad that I remember that he hit on me, air quotes, and he had a fiance. So I was like, okay, this is freaking weird. And then
Weirder than you being a girl for like
dude, it was pretty
6
weird
months.
because he talked to me in this weird way, and I was like, okay. So we got in a Skype call, and I didn't have a mic at the time, like on my actual computer.
Well, or you wouldn't have actually talked, right?
Well,
Well, see you guys.
n-
Maybe I'll just record the rest of this call just for the hell of it on Camtasia, but I have to go.
all right, man, I'll see you.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
Is this going up on YouTube or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I might as well just watch it there. No point in recording it.
Okay.
And before dual uploads, nah. That's
Continue.
So let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah, so we were in a Skype call, and I didn't have a mic because I think I didn't even have an iPhone at the time. I think I didn't have an iPhone, so I didn't have no way of talking. So,
That's
um,
double negative.
uh, actually, you know what? I did have an iPhone at the time, but I didn't use it
See?
for Skype.
See? Okay.
I couldn't remember actually though. But anyways, yeah, like he would talk to me, and then like his fiance would talk to me too, and then she was like, "Oh,
Really?
let's see if you can." I don't think he's a girl or whatever. Let's see if he can prove himself. And I don't know what kind of dumb question she asked me, but she was like, she asked me something about New York, and then like these designer models thing. I don't know, but because I like hung out with, girls at before, I kind of knew what was going on. So I kind of just like made this thing up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's a girl."
I remember you talked about one time like going shopping for shoes or something.
I don't
And
know
you
if that was it. I remember mentioning Sephora, which is a nail polish place, which is
yeah.
like pretty, it's isolated. Not a lot of guys know about that. I don't know. I made it pretty convincing. And then that was it, basically. And then after that, I was like, dude, this guy's a creepo. And then I kind of called him out. Like, I kind of said it in the group chat. Like, okay, he's a major creepo. Like, I don't want him. And then I was like, well, he doesn't even have the requirements. Like, why is he here? And he's like, oh, I am an admin in the dueling network. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't care.
You get
Because,
all
yeah, well, right
my
now,
you
you know.
cards. No, but I play Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes.
Not to say I've abused his authority multiple times.
What? What?
What?
What?
Anyways, um, what else? Then November hit, and then the truth came out.
Yep.
But it was a weird truth because because I didn't just say I was this. I said
You said you
I
were a
was the
dog,
brother of this, and
and then you said some stuff about um May being on drugs and stuff or something.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's true, because she was. See, that's the thing. Okay, I hung out with Claire a lot, a lot, because she lived next to me, and she always was like that kind of person who needs attention. So I just sat there and like I just hung out with her a lot, and it kind of just like stuck with me, like a lot of the things that she did, because I was like, oh my god, this girl's like retarded.
Oh my god, I forgot the plan.
Yeah. So, but the bad thing about that was that people thought that I was her brother,
Yeah.
and and I remember that there were some people from the HC clan who came in and it's like, oh my god, this is gold, this is awesome. But in my head, I was like, well, it isn't true, so I don't care, whatever. And what else
How
happened?
did it come out? Wasn't it
It
with
was like in
some
the end of
guy?
November.
What, you were talking to some mod and you had a log of it.
Omar.
Omar?
Yeah, it was his name, Omar. Because what happened was I figured out like a week before that mods can look at people's alts. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, then he probably knows. And then one day he kind of just said like, oh, like he was like telling me the whole proof thing, like, oh, put your name and put a paper up saying that it's you or something like that. So I was like, well, I can actually get Claire to do that because she doesn't care. But then I was like, I don't know, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, but then at the same time, I was like, I don't want to tell them it's me because I don't like that in general. So I just made Doug the character because Doug was supposed to take the role of Claire afterwards, which was supposed to be me, like real me, not Claire, I guess.
And then when did the real truth come out?
The real truth came out like in December or January or something like that.
Let's
No,
say,
no. Actually, it was way before that. I think it was no. I think it was way after that.
I think it was a bit after
it
that.
was November at least.
No, when I said that I
I think
wasn't
it was
Doug,
December.
when I said I wasn't Doug, it was like January almost. I think
January, December.
something like that. And
I
then
think it was in like November-ish, just because I do remember you mentioning in
no,
December.
that's when I made the change from Claire to Doug. But when I said I wasn't Doug, then that was like in December, something like that. Because
Yeah.
what happened was like I told everyone that I wasn't a girl or whatever. And then who was it? Ash said like, "Oh yeah, he should get demoted because he was lying." I was like, "Okay, that's
And then
fine."
we had elections and you came back to leader, didn't you?
We didn't even have elections. Literally, we were on a Skype call. People wanted to know who I was. I said what I was, and then Warpstar was like, "Why don't you guys keep him as leader? I don't understand what's the big deal." And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." And then we kept it up in leader, I guess. But it was pretty funny because Ash was like, "Oh yeah, he's like down there now. Like he can't do anything." And then I got leadership. He's like, "Oh man," like, and then he didn't like me. Like he was like really mad, and like that's when Ash started becoming.
Incoming is more Ash side.
Yeah, it
So
became a mess.
I became Ash.
Yeah.
I remember
Uh,
Ash was actually pretty good at like top of like Dream World UU,
He was
and
like
he
good in
was pretty
OU.
friendly
That was
towards me.
it. He was like in 1400 OU, and that was like the only thing that was good about him. So then we told him like, I told him like, yeah, join because we could use your OU help because we didn't have Warp Star anymore, and we didn't have the Mexicans anymore who were the OU players. Um, so then he was like, no, I don't want to use the clan tag. And then that was the day that the clan tag started coming off. Like people didn't want to join with clan tags anymore. Um,
Mm.
and what else? And then that's when I made the Claymore, the Hero. I think that was when I started making them because I wanted to make more people come into the clan, like an advertisement kind of thing. So that started off. What else happened? And then in December, I said in December, I kind of wrote who I was. Like I literally kind of just came out and said, "Oh, this is me. This is my past."
You're
Blah blah blah.
yeah.
I kind of really didn't explain everything because I'm still kind of like iffy about it. I don't know. Then I said that I wanted to leave the clan because I
And
wanted.
then you came back.
And then I came. No, and then I left,
And then you came back.
and then I came back. But that was when Alan took over. But that
Yeah.
was when also Granbull and
Ash
Ash got
had their
into
thing.
to the fight because I wanted to win really against exclusive, and I remember Crobat saying like, "Oh well, I don't think you should be like upset about it because it's just a clan war." But because like I went through a hard time getting the event to happen because he was just being like annoying, Nexus or whatever his name was, I forgot his name. Um, wanted to win. I really wanted to win. And then when I came back and I had people like him and Ash in the fight, I was like annoyed. I was like, man, this is ridiculous. Um, yeah. And then what else? So Alan was like the leader for how long? For like 2, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was he was the leader
Dear.
for the month.
I got
So,
admin, and then I got mod the next month.
Yeah, and that's when I started using the X account.
Yeah. And then we started Project Excalibur.
Dude, that was a long time. Wait, you were doing a huge skip. Like,
We skipped
Well, I
like
don't.
2 months.
Yeah,
yeah, a
we
lot of
skipped
things
4 a few
happened before
days.
that.
I don't know. We just had a bunch of clan wars and shit, and like,
Oh my god.
We still
that's what I remember. I honestly don't know why I can't remember what happened after Ash and Granbull Project Excalibur.
Okay, when Alan was the leader, he would ask me, you can ask him, he's right here. He would ask me like what I should
Race.
do. Like he would ask
mm,
me like, "Oh, do you think this is a good idea? This is a good idea, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Dude, do whatever you want." He's like, "No, man. You are the boss of this whole thing anyways. Like even if you left, you're the boss. You have to tell me like if this is good or bad." So, then after hearing that, I was like, "Okay, Alan is not good for this. He's too
yeah.
relaxed." Um, I guess I'll take it back because I didn't know who else could take the clan. Like I think at the time I didn't find anyone. Um, what else happened? And then the Hero League. The first idea for the Hero League started off in
That was like
March.
in, in some weird call.
Yeah, it was Granbull who brought it up because
Yeah.
Key was doing something like that, but he said that we could make it better. So I was like, okay, um, then let's start that off. And like we had this huge like it was a big deal, I guess, because Layson and this guy called DD Rocks were in a fight about like
Oh,
the electric
electric.
badge.
That
And to
was
this day, no one has an electric gym, so it was like one of the worst fights ever. They were like complaining about it.
since DG Rocks is like some little kid.
Oh my god. He got
It's
into
I
this
do
oh,
fight
remember.
my
called
grandparents came home. I have to go.
Sorry,
Right in the
Mom.
middle of the call.
Oh man, it was awesome. Sorry, Mom. Okay, Mom. Like in the middle of the conversation.
And there's still the stupid air conditioning or
He's
shaving the
shaving
legs.
his legs.
Obviously.
Whoever takes like 30 minutes to shave their legs must be some sort of gorilla. Like honestly, a beast.
What else happened? So then the idea of the league came up, and
And we
then Ash and Gramble got into the fight again because Gramble wanted to play for Key, and Ash didn't like Granbull, so he kind of like used that to like for a reason to get him out. And every time I kind of like had a discussion with him, it was about that reason. So after like a long talk and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, we got to remove him. Not only that, but because um who was there at the time? I think it was Alan was telling me like that's really messed up. I wouldn't allow that at all. And I think someone else said something like that too. And I was like, yeah, actually you're right. Like I feel sympathetic, but at the same time, he messed up. Like he shouldn't have done that. Um So then we kind of removed him, but that was a big deal too because Gramble got on me because he said like I was in the
I
call and I
remember.
was playing a sweet guy like kind of thing, and then I manipulated him to take the Hero League. I was like, no, I treat you the same way I was treating you anyways. You have to be respectful. But I came up with the decision, and that's what it was. I can't take it back. So, Nub, you were gonna say something?
No.
Okay.
Didn't one of the fights like equal Ash getting banned for a little bit on
Um.
my post?
After that, Ash got banned too.
Yeah, for
No.
wars.
Okay. So I was really annoyed because they were bickering every single day. Literally, this is what happened. I swear. November 2012. I just got Black Ops or something. No, it was in December. I got Black Ops and I was playing, and I looked up and I see Gramble.
2012.
Huh?
Wasn't that Modern Warfare?
No, it was in Black. Well, I got Black Ops when I came back to school. I mean, came back from school, which is it was in December, and they got into a fight because Ash beat him in Ubers or some dumb stuff like that. And then since then, they went from being friends to like mortal enemies. Like they really hated each other. They like got mad at each other, blah blah blah. And then Gramble thought that I hated him too because one day Gramble put up a thread and I was like, dude. Oh yeah, he put up a thread about a challenge for the Delibird badge or whatever because he wanted to make people use Hustle, Ice Shard, Delibird in Ubers. So I was like, okay, that's fine, but I don't think anyone's gonna want to do that because it's really dumb. Like it's a really far fetched. And I let him do it anyways. But then he put the post up, and it was like if a 4-year-old wrote it. I was like, come on, man, you have to be more professional. And and yeah, he was like really mad about that, and he was like, "Oh, Ari hates me, blah blah blah. Photoshop hates me, blah blah blah." I was like, "Nah, I don't hate you. I just want you to put stuff in there that looks nice."
Thought at that time he still thought you were a girl.
No, oh, he did. I think at the time, yeah, I guess so. You know who still thinks I'm Claire? Flareon, and I feel really bad for him. Eon's Flareon.
Who? Oh, that's bad.
Flare?
I remember now.
He comes up and he's like, "Oh, how are you?" Blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Okay."
Just made a phone
The
call.
phone, yeah.
Wait,
Okay, good.
Flare from
Anyways,
wait,
so yeah,
Flare,
what?
Flare from IDN, IND, whatever.
No, he's from Eon. He was Eon's Flareon.
Oh, that.
I think
Gotcha.
Yeah.
so.
I was on Eon server like when I first came. I saw him.
Okay, and then Excalibur. I mean, we started the Hero League, and
No, not yet.
Excalibur.
Har came first. Then I was second gym leader,
Oh my god.
and then we got some
You're going too fast.
elite four.
You should skipping too much stuff.
Well, that's right. That's when we started the Hero League, right?
No, the Hero League. Well, oh
Well,
yeah, it
since we
did. It did actually. Hero League started.
a long time ago, like
After we did the
not a
poll
long.
with Granbull, we said that like we wouldn't
Yeah.
have him there anymore. People were like, okay, this is the problem. People were thinking that I stole his idea, and then also people thought that I was hating on him, and that I was appreciating someone who was like a mean person. So I got a lot of flack at that time. I was like, all right, whatever, and let's just carry on, and I'll prove to them that Ash is a good asset to the team or whatever.
And
So,
you get admin,
huh?
didn't you? Or was that before? When did you get
No,
admin?
he had admin in March. By then he had
Yeah.
admin because he
He
started
was
doing the clan wars. Yeah,
and I mod from co-leader to mod.
Ashman. Um, so what else? So then Har became fighting gym leader. He was the first one. And then Messiah became the gym leader, and then it was Cold Fusion
And then
or
I got
and then it was
then I
Nub.
gym.
And then after
Well,
that we stopped because
because
later
people
on.
fat, honestly. Like, get up off your ass and make a team.
Yeah, no one wanted to join, so I was like, okay, fine. Also because of the rules. Apparently to Zodiac, the kid or whatever, Jeremy, he said that the rules are too long. I was like, are you kidding me? The rules are there to read them. You don't have to read them if you don't want to. Just follow them. It's
Actually,
easy.
at first, it was actually hard for people to make a team because there was no legendaries.
Right. The ban list was
And
like really
when you
obscure.
think about that, that's like half of OU, which is the tier that we're doing.
Right.
And
So
I
it was
guess
like
it
half
should
of
be
OU, some of UU, pretty much everything Noobers.
Oh yeah, there was no legendaries. I remember now. Like completely no
but
legendaries.
with no legendary.
So people had a hard time making those groups, and then we had no perma weather either. So people were
Mhm.
like, "Whoa, how am I supposed to train for
It's
this?"
pretty much all of
That
OU.
went around.
It's because we had to do no preview OU and make a good team with no like legendaries,
Or
right?
weather.
So you couldn't use Jirachi as a special wall to stop like Latios. You can use you
But
can't use
you still
Jirachi,
can't use Jirachi just because Serene
Yeah.
Grace is banned.
but
Right.
you couldn't use like a bunch of good legendaries like
Right.
Keldate, and then
Can you speak or be
No, none of those either. We banned all of them. All the legendaries were banned.
we brought them back
speak
because it was hard.
band?
Yeah, it
Some
was like a big
suck.
deal because people didn't want to play in NPOU if every and then when I was playing against other people like to test to see, everyone was having the same team basically. Like everyone was using Jellicent and Heat Ran. Now half and I don't know, like maybe because I've been playing so much that I think that everyone like half of the people that are on the league use like a Jellicent slash Heat Ran kind of thing. Um but yeah, then I banned that, and I was like, all right, let's just keep all the legendaries, but then we ban a couple of them because, like, Jirachi, no one wants to deal with Jirachi.
No, please.
Or
Chris
Cresselia
That's
now,
just
Cresselia
annoying.
recently.
Shedinja, like, Bramble was like, can I use Shedinja? And I was like, no, you can't
On a
use that.
Shedinja team.
On a bug team. I was like, no, don't use that. Even though, like, um, it's obvious the other person's going to use fire and stuff like that. Like,
I am
Honestly, Shindidra's pretty shit for bug.
it's NU,
Yeah,
so
but like on a team, like say, like how you commented on the fact that I had something like Heatran on a flying team, because you were inclined to run nothing with Earthquake. Say you're running a different type, you just put Shedinja as a wild card. You'd be inclined to run nothing that can hit Shedinja.
right, exactly. So, Crobat could use even Shedinja. Or
Yeah.
just I didn't want that. I didn't want that in general. So let's see. So then Gramble moved to Key, and then this was before all of this, I guess. So the Hero League was officially like brought in. Um,
Finally, we opened it.
so then Seth was there, and then Seth made a clan called The End a long time ago, and he started
Yeah.
talking crap
Oh
about
dear.
me or something,
Yeah,
and
yeah. We
someone
kind
brought
of
it up.
we
Huh?
kind of went and trolled him. A few of us.
Yeah,
A
someone went
few.
over there. I think it was like Ash who brought it up and was like, "Oh, let's go and talk smack to him because he was such a bad person when he was in here." Blah blah blah. And he got in there, and then he was like, "Oh, Photoshop did this." I was like, "Oh my god, this guy is talking
Yeah,
trash
I
about
remember
me."
you got so pissed off. Oh
Yeah, I
my
was
god.
like, "Dude, watch it. Like, don't talk about me because I have never talked about you like that. Like, I said goodbye to you because you're a freaking annoying piece of crap." But don't start talking more about me. Like we're done. Like you want to pass the line, then I'm gonna pass the line again. So then he gets into this huge argument with me, like, "Oh, why did you kick me out of Hero? I was such a good asset. I basically made the elections a really good place because if it wasn't for me, the leader was gonna have like 4 points or something like that." Admin three, if you remember the point system, basically admins and leaders could basically do whatever they want. So
Yeah.
he broke that, and okay, fine, but no one liked him. Ace got on him. There was other Granville got on him too. They didn't like him. They made fun of him and stuff like that because he always spammed the chat. He would write 3 words, enter. 3 words,
Oh
enter.
my
3 words, enter. Three
god.
words, 1 word,
That was
enter.
the funniest thing. That
So
was
so that's why I banned him. I was like, dude, it wasn't because I don't hate you. Relax. I don't freaking hate you. But you were spamming the chat. You It's understandable because Quicksilver
good power.
cyberbullied him, so I kind of was like, okay, Quicksilver cyberbullied, then kick him out. I don't want that anymore. But then he was like, oh yeah, you hated me though. You hated me. I was like, I don't hate you. And then he like the whole thing got into like this huge big deal. And then I was like, yo, you're annoying me like a lot right now. Like you don't want to stop, and now I'm starting to like to really not like you. And he's like, oh, that's it. You see, you hate me. I was like, oh my god. Then he said like, oh, I'm gonna commit suicide because I cannot take this anymore. I'm too depressed. Blah blah blah. I was like, dude, watch it because you're calling attention on yourself, and that is not a good thing. People who commit suicide, it's very sad because the people who actually commit suicide, you don't ever hear about them because they actually do it. But when the people cry about it, it's like a cry for help. It's like, yeah, I want to commit suicide. Help me, guys. I need attention. Blah blah blah. So, um, let's see. So then I don't know. I just got really mad about it. I don't know what it was. I have the paste bin somewhere. Well, basically, it ended up being like, okay, literally, I want to find you in New Jersey and beat the living crap out of you. Because I was so mad at him. And I don't remember what it was, but I was like, okay, you stay on your side, I'm staying on my side. If I ever see you again, I'm literally going to find you in New Jersey and just beat you up. And he's like, oh, I know, like, martial arts. I'm like, I don't care. Because you're probably like 300 pounds and you can't even move around, so it's okay. Which was true. He was like a really okay. You remember the let's see, the Willy Wonka, the old Willy Wonka, the guy who became a grape, like a big grape or
That
something.
was a girl.
No, oh no, it wasn't him. I just don't remember. The YouTube video with this guy, like this little kid talking about muffins or something like, "You're my tubby ton, whatever." He
I don't
looked,
know.
he sent me a picture and it looked like him. So I was like, "Dude, you're so fat. Shut up. Like leave me alone." I just got on him because of that. Um, what else? And that was it. That basically ended, and then Key. Then I stopped hanging out in Key because then I started realizing that people were leaving from Hero to Key. I don't know why. Maybe well because of the Gramble thing. Now I remember. It was like more of like a supportive thing, like oh Gramble, blah blah blah. And then Ash left. Hmm. Okay, so Ash left, and then I was realizing that there was not a lot of players who were actually being active, and then I flushed the toilet. I basically started all over again, and I became Hero Project Excalibur. But I don't remember. But apparently, a bunch of people were complaining. I didn't ever get any PMs about it, but people were like, "Oh my god, Photoshop is like destroying the clan. I'm leaving." I don't know.
Who said that?
I have no idea, but there were some people PMing. Nick at the time as well. I don't remember. Rambo.
Really?
I don't remember. Grambo wasn't even there actually either. I don't remember who it was. People got really mad about it, but then I removed all the bans and I wanted to start all over. Second day, Quick comes in. He starts annoying people. I was like, all right, that's it. Put the on you again. Seth came back and then like spammed the chat because one day he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fighting Photoshop in the Key versus Hero War. Oh my god, I want to beat him." Blah blah blah. And then he got on there, and then I banned him there again. I don't remember. I don't think he's banned now, but anyway. Then I beat him in the freaking clan war. And what else?
And then he rage quit the internet.
And then he rage quit apparently. Then Granbull came back. Um, then and that was it. And then kind of just morphed to what we have now, I guess. I remember Ash like complaining about how we let Gramble in or something. I was like, dude, it's a fresh start. I want everyone to just be chill because that's what I wanted from the start. We were super chill in the beginning. Why can't we just be chill now? Okay.
Obviously, we went. Can't speak. Obviously, we ran out of weed.
Yeah. We need Goat, man. Goat literally saved us with his heroin story. That was such a weird story. I think it's still in the thing forums, but it doesn't have a name to it. Um, yeah, and then basically that was it. What else happened? Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
Who's phone?
It's my song.
You can just mute the mic and go do it if you want.
I don't pick up the phone. Are you kidding me? Unless it's my cell phone, I don't pick up the phone.
This is America.
Um, what else happened? Oh yeah, and then Layson made up that story.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
April Fool's though.
that was a big deal because the day before we, what did we do? We kicked him out of the clan. Oh no, yeah, we kicked him out of the clan. And before that, he found out that I was X, and I was telling him, "You need to work on your stuff." Like, "Oh my God, you're being a bad Uber player," blah blah blah. And then Ash got on him about it too, and then he was like getting all the press. And like the day that we had a Skype call, that was a meeting. Like, he seemed sad. And then when he got removed as a moderator, that was the day that like I thought, "Oh man, I think he like got really sad and left." Because he lost his moderator and he just left. He was just like leaving. So I assumed, oh my god, he's like he got really upset or something like that. Then the next day he's like, yeah, man, I'm leaving. I freaking hate this place, blah blah blah. And everyone was like, oh man, we're sorry. Like we didn't want you to leave. And then he's like, April Fools.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, dude,
Like,
get out. No one wants you here anymore. um, yeah,
So for the second time in a row, Layson screws himself in the butt.
yeah. Mason screws himself in the butt. But yeah,
I think when did we get Project Excalibur completed to the point where most of the new old members came back? Like
in April I started
maybe May?
Project Excalibur,
It's around May.
and then in May, yeah, everyone came
Yeah,
back.
I think I joined like mid-May or something.
Yeah, because I think April, I don't know what happened, but everyone was busy. And then May came in, and everyone wasn't busy or something.
Well, I was actually pretty busy. I had lots of shit.
Yeah, but I
I
wanted to
still
redo the clan because there are so many old, air quote, old members that literally what I noticed was no, I remember now. Zypher Key or whatever. He would because he doesn't ladder, and he had a poor ranking. I was like, okay, every month I have to kick him out. Like every month if he's inactive from the tag, I'm gonna kick him out. He would get on once a month all the time so that he wouldn't get kicked out of the clan. I was like, no way, you're not gonna get through that. And then I said, that's it. Like I'm gonna redo the whole thing because I just wanted strong players. Like I realized like the clan was becoming more clan like competitive because we were always clan warring. So I was like, let's
Yeah.
just move back there. Like I don't see why we should go and do that. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, if I were to say what the clan is right now, we're like not even as competitive as we were before
No.
because people just don't show up for the events. Like I wish more people showed up. The people that we really want to show up would show up.
Well, we need like 5 people
So yeah, there's two
Be there
things. One, people showing up.
and win.
Yeah, it's good to win, obviously. But the other thing is we. There's always a clan member who wants to play a tier, and we don't let him because he doesn't have the rankings, etc. But I,
Me,
yeah, you and other people like Layson. Layson wanted to play, and we never let him play because he wasn't putting up the rankings. So that's when I realized like I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should just make it competitive or something. The whole thing competitive, I guess. The other thing too was that people, I would get into other Skype calls with Fab, Hugo, and like not CTC, someone else. Anyways, but it was like a big chat, and someone was mentioning like, oh yeah, like this hero clan, blah blah blah, and no one knew it was me as the leader. And they found out I was the leader, and they were like, dude, you're the leader of that? Oh my god. And I was like, yeah, so? And he's like, oh my god, you have like 3 good players in there. And I was like, oh my god, I hate hearing that all the time. So then I decided like just like split it up and then have like the better players in there and stuff like that.